Thank you very much, Program Director. Your Excellencies, members of Pan-African Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great privilege and honor to be part of the important workshop. Themed COVID-19 impact on girls and women's education in Africa and innovative policy and legislative reforms implemented to mitigate learning losses. Excellencies, members of Pan-African Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, firstly allow me to introduce myself. My name is Senator Sylvia Mthethwa, a member of the upper house in the Parliament of the Kingdom of Eswatini and a member of the Committee of Health, Labour and Social Affairs at the Pan-African Parliament, representing the chairperson of the committee. Without wasting much time, I will go straight to today's business. The pandemic indeed brought a precarious state globally, and the Kingdom of Eswatini was not spared from the negative impacts of the pandemic on our girls and women and women's education. During the pandemic, we experienced unprecedented high unintended pregnancies of our schoolgirls, which resulted in dropouts in both primary and secondary schools. This also resulted in high rate of unsafe, illegal abortion, which tends to compromise the health of the young girls. As there were job losses, parents had no money to pay school fees for their school children. Hence, we experienced dropouts in high schools. On another note, ladies and gentlemen, honorables, gender-based violence increased to an alarming rate. Hence, our courts were flooded with divorce cases. It is worth noting that faith-based organizations and the policy under the Domestic Violence Unit were overwhelmed by the dire situation in families. Excellencies, members of Pan-African Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, one will thank our government who worked tirelessly to find timely mitigative measures. Firstly, our government, through the Ministry of Education and Training, issued a directive that pregnant girls should be allowed to write their examinations without being discriminalized. As I speak, a sizable number of our girls who wrote their exams while pregnant are on their next grade and they are doing extremely well. Secondly, our government issued a directive to the effect that head teachers should not expel students for failing to pay school fees. In that regard, government is working around the clock in trying to find ways of encouraging parents to pay school fees for their kids. Thirdly, when the pandemic was at peak, government introduced online learning through radios and TVs. However, it is worth noting that this did not bear the desired results, as some kids are coming from the impoverished families who could not afford radios and TVs. As I conclude, Parliament of the Kingdom of Eswatini has recently passed regulations and adoption to protect our girl child as they are more vulnerable. The primary objective of these regulations is to regulate child adoption in accordance with the principal legislation, the Child Protection and Children Welfare Act of 2012. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Senator Sylvia. Thank you for sharing your country experiences